Greetings to each of you. Dr. Shay here, and I am excited to be in the month of April. This month is an extremely special month because it's my birthday for one. I also share another birthday with my daughter this month. But also this month, we're going to be talking about something that many individuals have varying opinions on. And it is this word called emotions, or for some others, they may refer to it as feelings. This particular month, we're going to spend some time reflecting on emotional intelligence, or the emotional quotient. We're going to talk about feelings. We are going to do some affective interventions this month that are really going to help us understand what are emotions, why were emotions developed, what purpose do emotions serve, and how can I identify which emotion is present or feeling is present in the moment, and answering the question of whether my emotions should dictate my response. We live in a very emotionally charged world. And what we find is that many individuals believe that they are their emotions. They don't understand that feelings are only one barometer of what we can use to measure not only what is going on in our life, but how that situation or circumstance is affecting us. So join me this month as we explore all things emotion, to include some actual emotional intelligence exams. We're going to do some self-assessment. We're going to answer the question of whether IQ is more important than EQ. So I hope that you join me on this month-long journey as we examine emotions. I want to begin our focus this month with one of my favorite poems, and it is I've Learned by Maya Angelou. And it says, I've learned that no matter what happens or how bad it seems today, life does go on and it will be better tomorrow. I've learned that you can tell a lot about a person by the way he or she handles three things: a rainy day, lost luggage, and tangled Christmas lights. I've learned that regardless of your relationship with your parents, you'll miss them when they're gone from your life. I've learned that making a living is not the same thing as making a life. I've learned that life sometimes gives you a second chance. I've learned that you shouldn't go through life with a catcher's mitt on both hands. You need to be able to throw something back. I've learned that whenever I decide something with an open heart, I usually make the right decision. I've learned that even when I have pains, I don't have to be one. I've learned that every day you should reach out and touch someone. People love a warm hug or just a friendly pat on the back. I've learned that I still have a lot to learn. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. So let's talk about emotions and feelings, because these two words are often used interchangeably in everyday language, but they actually refer to distinct aspects of the human experience. Understanding the difference between emotions and feelings can provide clarity in discussions about psychology and our emotional experiences. So here is how they differ. Emotions are complex psychological responses that involve physiological arousal, subjective experiences, cognitive appraisal, and behavioral expressions. They are innate and evolved adaptive responses to stimuli in our environment. They help us to navigate and respond to threats, opportunities, and social interactions. And emotions are typically brief, intense, and involuntary reactions that are triggered by a specific stimuli or event. So some of our common emotions include happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, and disgust. Emotions are thought to have a biological basis with specific brain regions and neural pathways involved in their generation and regulation. They often activate the body's automatic nervous system, leading to physiological changes in heart rate, changes in breathing, and hormonal release. Now, feelings are a little bit different. They refer to the subjective experiences or conscious awareness of emotions. They involve the interpretation and appraisal of these emotional experiences, which lead to a subjective understanding of our own internal state. So while emotions are automatic and involuntary reactions to stimuli, feelings involve our conscious awareness and reflection on what this emotional experience is saying about me in this moment. So feelings are influenced by individual differences, cognitive processes, behavioral beliefs, memories, and cultural factors, and they can vary in intensity, duration, and complexity. But unlike emotions, they are often fleeting and transitory. Feelings can persist over time and may be shaped by ongoing cognitive evaluations and how we interpret these emotional experiences. So feelings are more reflective and introspective than emotions, involving the integration of the emotional experiences into one's broader subjective experience of how we see ourselves in the world. So in summary, emotions are automatic, innate, and complex responses to stimuli, while feelings are the conscious awareness and subjective interpretation of these emotional experiences. Emotions are the raw physiological and psychological responses, while feelings are the conscious experiences and our interpretations of those responses. Understanding this distinction between emotions and feelings can help us better comprehend and navigate our emotional lives, but also have influence on our decision making that consequently impacts every area of our life. So I hope that you will join me next week as we continue our journey through emotional intelligence, as we learn to be better stewards from the inside out. Remember that you have been given a divine gift, and that gift is the gift of choice. And today, I want you to choose emotional health.